Banange, you guys, heartbreak Ruma. It's something at some point though
to
achieve more.
I would say a heartbreak is more of a disappointment. Ekintu ekikumenya omutima. I think in the generation gye tulimu tutandika zitunuuliranga something that is just going to happen to everyone if you are alive. So we should expect them. If you are the kind of person who actually decided to become a player, or you decided to become a bad person because someone met you and they broke your heart and they did all these things to you, I would say that was not the right choice. Because what means you didn't heal.
Hi friends, welcome back yet another episode of Relatable Moments. My name is Jennifer and I'm here with
Flavia.
So guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for liking our programs. Thank you for subscribing. Please like and continue.
Like.
Okay, so today we have a very interesting
topic.
Of
course. It has to be interesting.
Actually, that it's relatable. You guys, we expect you to jump in and leave your opinions. We are going to talk about relationships, to be specific. How to handle a heartbreak.
I know
this is something Flavia likes to talk about. It gives her a glow. She just is excited. So, Banange, you guys, heartbreak Ruma. It's something at some point though to achieve more. It is that something. It is that itch that you cannot scratch. It is somewhere that you can't touch.
Yeah.
Kati wenjogera ku heartbreak nsolo gamba omuntu yenaita. I mean, they are different. It doesn't have to be an intimate relationship. It can be you and your parent, or you and your sibling, or you and your friends. But something that you really felt that it let you down. Chakulumobo omuntu yakola ekintu ekyaku disappointing. Like wali omulabira then nakola ekintu, and sometimes even ends up breaking up. Kati ekyo wekiba kibadde wotumiza ekintu ta heartbreak. Disappointments, ebintu ebityo ku muntu gw'obadde oyagala ennyo ng'omusuubira mu kintu kirala ate ye n'akola kirala. To me that's a heartbreak.
I would say a heartbreak is more of a disappointment. Ekintu ekikumenya omutima ng'obadde tokisuubira naye mainly kiva ku muntu gw'obadde oyagala ennyo. Tetsobola kuva ku muntu gw'obadde toyinaako buzibu nti oba tomuwa nnyo attention. Erina kuva from that person
near and dear to your heart.
Nga waba wasa a place in your heart.
And then boom, they're out, or they just out of the blue do something that will get to you. And you're like, really?
To be honest, I would say heartbreaks, I think in the generation gye tulimu tutandika zitunuuliranga something that is just going to happen to everyone if you are alive. So we should expect them. That they should come.
At this point, God, far from me.
Waliwo ebintu nga nebwogamba far from me, nosula fire, bina okubeerawo. Bina okubeerawo. Kubanga we are in a life where we are not going to fail to put people close to our hearts. Nebwogamba nti nze marriage simanga nazivaako, abasajja nabavaako, even if you say I've left friends, blah 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 blah, you're gonna have kids. You have parents. It can even come from your dad.
There are people that are just in our lives forever. They are here to stay.
They are there to stay.
And then you don't also choose when to fall in love. That's also something. You'll be like, Nako, yomaka neguita or gokubili, and you're like, oh my God, I'm in love.
Yeah.
And then, bam.
And things, you're back to the same space. But I would say how to handle it is what matters. How you handle that heartbreak is going to matter at the end of it all. Are you going to fall a victim of circumstance? Are you going to pick your lessons? Are you going to turn out to be the kind of person who is going to become babayita batya, people who stay victimized or people who become better people?
Yeah.
Or are you going to become, whatever you become after that entire scenario determines a lot, the lesson you got out of it.
Yeah, it's actually very important because buli muntu alina engeri gy'akiisemu. Abantu abamu bafuna heartbreak empumu tebadda ngulu. So they turned out to be, if it's a lady, they turned out to be players, or it's a man. They just want to play with people's hearts because they feel like somebody did this to me and this is how I turned into. And another person will be like, okay, I got hurt, but then life has better people to offer or better experiences to offer. And you're like, I'll heal, I'll move on. So,
but I would say, if you are the kind of person who actually decided to become a player, or you decided to become a bad person because someone met you and they broke your heart and they did all these things to you, I would say that was not the right choice. Because what means you didn't heal. It doesn't matter if it happened 20 years ago and you got married to someone else. If you became bitter, or you became a bad friend, or you became something society can't handle because of a heartbreak, that is not the way to go.
For you, that's what you would say. Yeah, I think nobody wants to just wake up and be like, I'm going to be bitter for the rest of me. I'm going to be, I'm going to be a funny person. I'm going to do all these crazy things. But Kati, in your own opinion, how would you, or how have you ever handled, like what can you tell somebody out there, like maybe a teenager or whatever, somebody that just experienced their very first heartbreak? How would you like wali bagambi basobola kuchita mbatya ne batasobola ku ending up with the bitterness?
Yeah. I personally, from personal experience, I would say, firstly, allow that you're going through pain. Accept that this is painful and that's how it's going to be. It's not nice. That is the first place.
But as long as you know,
for you to accept.
Yeah. It's not even permanent.
It's not permanent.
It goes.
Yes. And don't try to take medicine for it. Don't try to take depression, whatever, all those
alcohol.
things. Yes. What I would say, and when you are going through the heartbreak, it's the first day, it's the night. You're crying, cry as much as you want. Chikabe oba wesibiriza mu nnyumba nnaku 3-2. Cry it off.
If you feel so bad to be alone,
cry it off.
System.
Before you even find a support system, cry.
Yeah, you can go to a support system and cry. You know how people can sometimes they make decisions which are not good for them, safety-wise, because this is, my world is shattered, this is my person, this is my all. People do crazy things when they're alone. So sometimes, call someone. Seek help.
Yeah, cry maybe. If you feel like you're the person where your head.
Your mentor for that too?
No.
Go to your mentor, whoever.
I would say get those friends that you know they're non-judgmental and you cry. Cry. That is the first step. The second step after you have cried, that's when try to engage your friends.
Okay.
But one thing you have to keep at the back of your mind is your friends are not going to understand the pain you're going through because they're not going through it. So don't try to expect them to, to relate. They're going to try their best. They're going to try to give you advice. At that point, it's going to be okay because your heart, it pains you from the stomach.
Like, you guys don't understand.
It pains you from the stomach. You're in the house. Maybe you can even have relatives and friends. You have even your siblings there. You're hiding to show it.
I know.
And you have family in your home. But the heartbreaks are funny. They can make you think stupid things. You are with your family in the house, no get a heartbreak, and then you say, I can't believe I'm so lonely in this world, and your parents are...
Are you okay? You don't want to come out for family meals, you don't want to come out to socialize,
oh my God.
You just keep yourself in your room, you keep saying, I'm not hungry. It's funny how...
I would say, because your soul is just adjusting from something
So
it was
allow
used
yourself
to.
to go through these
Allow
healing
yourself to go
steps.
through the pain,
Yeah.
and it's gonna take time.
Because
So
it's part of healing.
it's part of healing. So
Yeah.
give your soul time. Give your soul time to adjust to new pathways. It has just been disappointed with all that it had built, the memories it had built around and everything. So now your soul needs time to heal. And don't try to move on so fast.
Yeah.
Go through it.
Yeah.
Chiyitemu.
Because whenever you keep that pain under the subconscious and you're just living in denial, you're like, I'll find somebody, I'll be happier.
No.
It doesn't work. That's when you carry along all this
that
pain
cycle
and all this anger into the next relationship.
Yeah.
And then things won't go well.
I would say if you reach out to your friends, no labanga, it's not enough, it's not helping you enough. That is when you have to seek help from other people, like counsel, therapists, and all those things.
I feel like at some point God will take a heartbreak will happen for the best, for the better. Some things can happen because if it's meant to be, then the heartbreak is not going to happen. You know.
By the heartbreak
at some point, I feel like it's at some point it's not even just about heartbreaks. I always look at the negative things that happen to me. I look through them and I choose out that positive. To me, it has helped me.
Yeah.
I choose out the positivity that might come out of this
heartbreak.
I'm not saying it doesn't hurt me. I'm not saying I don't go through all these stages of lamentation or whatever the process is. I go through it. But you know how I help myself or my heart to get out of it? I try to look at what positivity can come out of this.
The positivity that can come out, yeah, you're sure going to be a better person, you'll meet better people. Naye also, omuntu akumenyeza omutima, let's say, maybe you are dating this person or they were my friend. One thing that helped me actually move on faster and not hold that bitterness and resentment. Ono muntu waba akoze ekintu kimu nga kyekibi kyekikutuusizaako to reach the point of the heartbreak. Focus on the good things they've done. If for example, you're my friend Jennifer, onkoledde ebintu bingi kaŋŋambe. Nokera ku makya nonkola ekintu ekibi. I want to hang on those 80% things ebirungi byokoze eki ngambe muna ekyayika kiganye okitegeera kigenda kukuyamba nnyo. It's going to help you to, as you're going through your heartbreak, to just understand like people are human beings and they're going to fail you at a certain point, because even the Bible says Jesus committed himself to no man because he knew what was in men. God himself committed himself to no man because he knows what is in men.
Yeah. So
that alone tells you that let me focus ku 80% Jennifer byankoledde kino kyatankoledde. I know we are not going to be friends anymore babiki, but
a heartbreak will happen for the best, for the better. Some things can happen because if it's meant to be, then the heartbreak is not going to happen. You know.
At some point,
I feel like at some point, it's not even just about heartbreaks. I always look at the negative things that happen to me. I look through them and I choose out that positive. To me, it has helped me.
Yeah.
I choose out the positivity that might come out of this
heartbreak.
I'm not saying it doesn't hurt me. I'm not saying I don't go through all these stages of lamentation or whatever the process is. I go through it. Expect bad things from people. But one thing I know, if I choose to be with a friend, this is me. You choose to be a friend or you choose a friend, because sometimes you don't even choose our friends. The friendship just takes you over. But I feel like it does not matter what this person has done to you. You just walk away in your heart knowing I have been the best that I can be to them. Their part is not my responsibility.
Yeah.
What they chose to do to me is
exactly
not my problem. It's not my place.
Yeah.
I mean, when you love your friends or people you're in an intimate relationship with like that, if you have failed me, that's not my problem, or it's not my place to show you what you've done.
Yeah.
You choose to just
become
I leave it to you, and I'm like, I always try to be the best person to these people. I'm not perfect, but I play my part. And when you play your part, you expect them to play their part.
But so that expectation is the wrong, the one that brings the heartbreak.
Well, just do your part. Whatever they don't do is not your place to judge. Yeah.
And expectations are bad, by the way. Kubanga obeera mu give and take.
Yeah.
Nkoze kino kale nawe olina kinkolera.
Yeah, woba tokoze kino sisobola kukolera kino.
Waliwo yagamba because batugamba we reap what we sow, not where we sow. So I might reap good in you and I will sow bad in you, but I will sow good in someone else, even 1,000 times better, like a 60-fold, 100-fold. So I would say heartbreaks ziruma zo.
Yeah, but yeah, we
ziruma ate ogenda zituukako. Ogenda kasitoba ng'oli mulamu. I think some of the things our parents actually have to teach us.
Yeah, we don't actually get a chance to get people to talk to us about
those
preppers for
obigwamu bugwi.
And I feel like this is something that we should tell our kids when they get to a certain age, to have relationships, like things that are relatable to heartbreaks, so that you update call them
to tell them
and maybe give them skills of how to handle these things, Bambi, so that when they get there.
There's a friend I actually studied with. The mom just told her, don't trust friends, don't make friends. Or don't trust friends, don't have friends. That was the advice.
Out in the world like that.
She just has colleagues, people she talks with. She doesn't have a friend.
Okay, because the mom knew what would happen if she gets too close.
But that is not good advice.
It's not a good advice you would give to a child, because like you are failing their social life, and that's gonna be really lonely. Yeah. So, Flavia, I know you have had, the way you're talking about this thing, I feel like you have had a couple. Share with us, give us an experience of how, at least one of those. How did you handle that heartbreak?
To be honest, I don't think there is a formula, because your first is going to be different from your last. So my first heartbreak, I'm going to start from my first heartbreak in my entire life, was from my best friend. I love these people. I'm all in, because when you're a kind of person, you didn't grow up with siblings. Heartbreak is quite a kobo vinyo. Most of our friendships, it's not the same as people who have grown up from a complete family, because they're used to growing up with siblings. Baba bisubiran. Oh no, okay, But my first one, I cried for some really long time over for a friend. I really cried, and I was very immature, I would say.
You didn't know how to.
I didn't know how to handle it. Sija balimba. I was very mature. Tuyagala kugera no muntu, nogenda ng'omogerako ebibi to people, Naye when I transitioned to my second heartbreak, nayiga ningamba nti ebintu ebiba tebikoze. I'm not going to talk bad about these people. The second heartbreak nejja nekwisa bubi nnyo, bana yampisa bubi nnyo. But the second one, I sat down with my best friend at that time, when I didn't know at that time. And this person, surprisingly, they were more mature than me in handling people. And she helped me calm down, Kali. She just told me, let it go. It's fine. So I think that the second heartbreak, I feel like it was just more so it was a heart of pride beyond just the heartbreak itself. But then the last one, I feel like I've handled different heartbreaks differently. But the more the heartbreaks have come, the less nice heartbreaks zinkoza. Sisobola na kulya mmere. When I'm going through a heartbreak, I don't have appetite.
So how do you go through all that situation?
Zimpisa bubi.
Weight, you're looking funny, and people get concerned.
I pray.
Yeah,
I pray. I pray, and I listen to sermons as much as I can to just help me not become bitter. Nenze nkoga stress zinkuba bubi nyeza relationship chova Because I feel like I try to be a good person to people, but sometimes things are just not going to work out the way you expect them to.
I can't say I've had a lot of. I don't have heartbreaks like that. I feel like it's my personality. I feel like it's like I told you. If I love somebody, I'm going to try to give them the best that I can give them. So when they choose to be funny, I look at my part. I'm like, nakola chenni no kola. I've given you the best that I can. If you've chosen to act funny, that is not my place.
So toberanga kawo omutima ne gumenyeka.
I make myself really busy. I'm struggling, but I get to work. I get busy. Even when I was in school, my first heartbreak was at campus, and actually it was our best friends. I was raised guns. I was the only girl. I grew up with boys. Like when I made my friends, these were my sisters. These were my people.
Your people.
Okay? So and then it also depends. We break up. We've gone through life as we grow, school and all that. People break up into every funny things. Now with girls, it's boys. It's stupid things. You say this about this. It's grades in school.
Grades.
It's that stupid competition of us growing. I have always been a person that acts more mature than my age. Because that's the child I've been raised to be. I grew up with boys. I've been a mother to these boys. And some of them are even older than me. But because in Zemuwala, you know the African culture.
Waliwo heartbreak ngazo z'amaanyi. Ono muntu abadde n'omusajja for a really long time.
Flavia, we are all different people. And how we handle. I'm not telling you nakugambye wetudayo kemabega. Togamba mutechiruma. Chukuluma. You real feel it. You can even go adenga toli denge nja tojuulira ngo obuvuge motoka n'obongo tomanyi kigenda maaso, but you get it.
But what sickness is that?
I can't explain. But I feel like I try to be busy. I put my mind to work. My mind is working really fast because I'm trying to cover up, which is bad. I have just come to learn that kiddies heart if you want to, cry if you want to, take days off if you have to. So that
actually take days.
Also, if you're working in
sales, people of career, if you're working in
sales. I'm not here to tell people how to do it. I'm just here to tell them what they should avoid. Give yourself time to heal, go through the pain, accept it, and transition. When you're ready to step up and move again, you'll be healthy. That will be a healthy.
You will be healthy.
You know? Yeah. So I feel like we shared our experiences. Guys, feel free to share experiences with us in the comment section. Share, like, subscribe, share our videos, and push the channel. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.
See you next time. Bye.